The perfect game for Thanksgiving evening when Aunt Bertha is beefing with Cousin Stanley. 49ers and Seahawks, Beef Squatch Central, West Coast's finest beef. San Francisco, the team coming in hot.
Oh, and in back of the end zone, it's picked off.
One game apart in the standings, this is round one between these two. Brock Purdy back to putting up gaudy numbers, a 158.3 rating last week, over 330 yards, 3 touchdowns.
He's got him! He beats Dean! The distance.
Back-to-back games now with a rating over 145, 6 touchdowns, no picks in those 2 games. He's thrown for 270 plus in 4 straight.
Back of the end zone, Kittle's wide open. Touchdown 49ers.
Sets up a nice fight for the wishbone. Hawks did not lose to the Rams because of their defense. They held Matthew Stafford to a 70.6 rating, just 6.1 yards per attempt. They picked him off, only 1 TD, only 190 yards.
Can he get a pass off down the field? And it is intercepted by Rick Woolen.
49ers fans know the drill. You got to play all 3 pass catcher types well because their air game uses all 3 heavily. Running back Christian McCaffrey scored through the air last week.
2nd and goal. Purdy has McCaffrey. Perfect design and a touchdown for San Francisco.
So did tight end George Kittle, along with 89 yards.
They fake it to him. Purdy turns the shoulders and has Kittle again loose in the flat. He's been wide open a couple times today.
And so did Brandon Ayuk, plus 156 yards to go along with it.
Purdy over the middle, has a strike to Ayuk.
And Debo didn't get hit with any bricks. He had 63 yards.
So works play action to begin this drive and has Debo Samuel. He's got a first down.
Ayuk and Samuel will be locked up in some primo mano-a-mano showdowns. Seattle's cornerbacks are all top shelf. Cornerbacks Trey Brown, Rick Woolen, Devin Witherspoon, none with a rate allowed over 81.
Stafford to the end zone, incomplete. No flags. And the Seattle defense holds.
Seattle's pass rush didn't show up last week, only 1 sack. Purdy took 4, didn't seem to bother him too much. But the QB hunting on the other side of the ball, worth getting into. That Chase Bosa guy is turning out to be a real player.
1st and 10 out of the 2-minute warning. It's Mayfield in trouble and sacked.
Nick with 1 last week, Young with 1.
Mayfield is in trouble and sacked by Chase Young.
The Nick Chase duo has played in 2 games. Both have half a sack or more in each. They are a problem if you're Geno.
Yeah, and Lawrence is going to get sacked for the 3rd time, and it's Chase Young and Nick Bosa together.
The guys protecting Smith. Left tackle Charles Cross will lock up with Chase. Cross has been solid overall. Jason Peters had the right side versus LA last week. The grizzled vet gets Bosa. Smith took 2 sacks last week, got hit 8 times. That's a lot. Did get hurt though too, enough so that he said he wasn't sure about playing in this game. Drew Lock would go instead. Nothing against Lock, but that's like sitting down to a tofu turkey when you think you're getting the real deal. Nothing personal to tofu turkeys out there. I just want the guy that makes DK Metcalf look his best. 94 yards and a TD last week.
Smith to the air, but Metcalf, and he reels it in. The touchdown for DK Metcalf.
Back-to-back 90-plus yard games for DK. Tyler Lockett 51 yards versus the Rams, 50-plus in 3 of his last 4.
Throws, and he's got Lockett, and he's got a first down.
And Jackson Smith and Jigba 40 yards last week, 40-plus yards 5 of his last 6.
Smith looking deep for Smith and Jigba. He goes up to get it. What a catch by the rookie.
Zach Charbonnet, running back, took over for Kenneth Walker last week, 6 catches. Smith uses his backs on the regular.
Smith completes it. Charbonnet's got the first down.
What kind of secondary are they looking at? 49ers rating versus running backs under 80. They faced Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, wide receivers, last week, held them under 85 yards combined. Holding wideouts to a sub-90 rate in 2023, have 10 INTs versus that position most in the NFL.
And they're going to go for it, and Javon Hargrave got there and led to an interception from Fred Warner.
49ers now wear the points per game allowed belt on defense. Fueled in large part by takeaways, only 1 team has more.
Underneath, it's Kirk. And a strong tackle from Thomas, who ripped it out and recovered it. Ambry Thomas did it all.
Really stunks that safety Talanoa Hufanga is done for the year. He was a big part of that. Seattle's offense not turnover prone, by the way. Now that you've gobbled all that up, who do you have winning it? Take to the comments section with your musings. Maybe our panel of 10 can be your muse in this case.